Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Inside give to Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Warner. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a give inside for Falk. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now Warner. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And the tight end goes in motion left.
18, tight end. Trap 50.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hey, pass. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From the red zone now, Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Brings up second and 4 at the Rams 10-yard line.
Ready? Hiking 18.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo from 28 yards out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. and the first play will be a field goal try. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Warner. Going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back and 60. Mustang 19.
Vick now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Go
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Go, Reed, go. Warrior 17. 19 Lions. Roll, roll, roll.
On third down, Vick. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running it with Dickerson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Warner. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Rams 21, Falcons 10. Mason Crosby set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Vic to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Vic readies to throw. Forced out to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Dickerson on the handoff. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Right there, right there. Ready.
Play action now, Vic. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vic. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Now here's Vic.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A play fake. Now Warner. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A carry for Dickerson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Parker. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Vick.
That's caught by Rison. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Broncos. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Vick. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and short yardage. Vick. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 average, 60 average.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, check. Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check mash, check mash.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Let's go. 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Throwing, Vick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Mustang 19, Warriors 17.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 tight. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Vick.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
First down, Vick. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Akers looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Up the middle they go. Parker, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Eric Dickerson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Warner to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Warner. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there for them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Pioneer! Drop 50, drop 50!
So here's Vic following the interception. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes goes for 24 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on second and long. Vick. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On the give, here's Fall. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw, Warner. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Throwing again on second down. Vick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Slot man moves right.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Vick will look to throw on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come 19. Come 19. No. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Again, it's Vick. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this is going to be caught. So the defensive final score not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and good, but it will not be enough. They're going to fall here by 4. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for L.A., they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.